Check in the description for your place to buy coins. Use the discount code GameFace for 6% off. Hey guys, it's GameFace here and welcome back to another FIFA 15 video, and today I'm going to be going through some trading tips with you, down to the fact that Team of the Year has obviously come to an end now, or pretty much anyway, and it is now time to pick up some bargains before the prices start going back up, and really I'm going to talk you through a few different methods that have actually got me back on my feet with coins, due to the fact that I pretty much spent up on coins. Now, the first method I'm going to speak about is the 150 method. Obviously everyone knows about this. It's quite a common one, but you'll be surprised there's actually a lot of different opportunities to bid on players. Now, you'll see me get outbid and beaten to each of the bids quite often in this video, but the main thing is you probably want to go to about a minute maybe, or close to that sort of amount, and you really want to try and pick up some players. Now, a lot of them, like I say, will obviously be picked up as more and more people start to do this. I've not even got one yet, but you can get them pretty easy actually. You can see an inform just going past there. I'm not going to go for that one because price wise they can be a bit tricky to predict how much they're going to sell for, but some of them you might just want to go for the less obvious ones. I was about to say like that one, but as you can see this is becoming a more and more popular one as it goes by. That is where the next one comes in that I'll be speaking about in a minute once I've hopefully tried to pick up one player. There we go. You do have to go maybe past the minute mark now, and maybe even nearer to 2 minutes. As it gets more popular, you obviously have to go further into the amount of time left that the card has. So that obviously depends on the situation when you get online and what time you're on and what time you're trying to obviously do this. But most of the time you can do it if you're between 1 and 2 minutes, we'll say now, depending on obviously the popularity at that time. But most of the time you can pick up players for their discard value, which is pretty good. Now, I've been getting some pretty good buys. I got an informed player for like 9,200. Now, he is a discard player, and he discarded for like 9,700, so that was an instant 500 coins profit, which it doesn't actually seem that much, but I could have sold him for maybe just over 10 grand, so I'd have got even more for that one potentially. And you really just want to pick the right players to go for. The obvious ones might not be the best cards because you are more likely to get outbid like that, because the more popular people want to go for them. You might just be better off going for the more discreet cards, unlike these informs, which are likely to just have people bidding big amounts on. I'm going to try and get it for 9 grand here. No doubt someone will beat me to it. I'm taking that long to get there. But basically, this is one method that you could try. I've just bid 9 grand on that, and he had a minute left, and someone was bidding on him for 150, I think it was. But the next method maybe is something you might want to think about, as opposed to the 150 one. It is less popular, down to the fact that there aren't as many good cards because there are so many people with cards in this sort of area. So it makes it more likely that you are going to get the cards because there are so many different cards to choose from here. And that is why I'm on page 6, and there's 14 seconds left. There are so many cards here, depending on the popularity at the time, that you are more likely to pick up a bargain and get the cards that you're after. That also means that you don't have to go as far into this as well, because there are more cards, like I say, so there's more chance of you being able to get profit using this method. However, the cards that you pick up are not going to be as good as the 150 method. You're more likely to pick up cards that are around your 80 overalls or 82s. You're not likely to really get any informs or 84 overall cards here. The likelihood is that you will have to maybe go 20 odd pages to get anywhere that decent. And you can see I picked up Ericsson there. I will be getting outbid on a lot of them, but I'll show you my transfer targets after this. And bearing in mind, I've not actually bid on that many cards here. You'll see afterwards the amount of cards I've managed to win. Most of them you will win. It's a shame I've not kept my transfer targets like it was, because I've actually won a lot of cards. And knowing my luck, I'll probably get in there and I've won like 2 cards or something. You can genuinely win a lot of cards on this. As long as you beat people to them, they don't tend to bid over what they're actually discarded for. So if you just beat people to it, then you are likely that you will actually pick up the card. As you can see, there's less exciting players doing this method, but you are more likely to get the players. So it really depends. You probably want to use a mixture of both of these different methods, just because they both work really well for me, and you can make sort of 10-15 grand a day, at least. You know, I've barely been doing it, to be honest with you. And if you bid on, like, say 40 cards, then you pretty much guarantee 30 of them that you win, obviously depending on what cards you bid on. And yeah, it's just a really good all-round method that can get you quite a bit of coins. It depends whether you want to discard them, or they might actually have more value than their discard, which is often the case. You maybe can sell them for 100 more, as opposed to, you know, 20 or 30 coins more. So at the moment I've not actually been bidding on any more cards recently. I've just been trying to get through the pages, seeing who we can find. And as you can see, like I say, this one is not as many good cards on this, but you will definitely pick up some more using this method. Now we're going to go back to the 150 method, just to again highlight the fact that you can pick up better cards. I mean, look at this page. It's jam-packed with brilliant players, but they are going to be difficult to pick up, and no doubt I will be beaten to this one. So you have to go 1 minute, maybe 1.5 minutes into these pages, in the hope that you can actually pick up some good players. And even then, you might not even be able to pick up that many. It depends. You might just have to keep on going and picking up some cards later on. Now you can see the difference when I go to the 1.5 minute sort of stage. Already I'm able to pick up cards, so that is definitely something you want to think about doing. You can't really say it doesn't work, because it does work, really. There's no other way of it not working, because these players you are picking up can go for discard value, and people don't want to bid any more than their discard value, because they're kind of losing the guarantee, unless they're worth, you know, a couple of grand, obviously. But yeah, that is pretty much it. I'm going to stop talking now and just show you my transfer targets, and hopefully I've picked up a few. Obviously I don't know at the moment whether I have. Judging by my coins that I've picked up, about 5 or 6 grand's worth of players. So first of all, you can see the players that I picked up at the start, and I didn't even have a particularly good start, so you can see that I've actually got a few more than you might think. God, there's actually quite a lot here coming through. There we go. So I didn't get the informed player. I didn't actually see how much he went for, which is a shame. But you can see here that I've picked up quite a few cards. I've got, what, 3, 6, 9, 12, 13 cards, and Kyle Walker there, I'm not going to be able to get him. So I've also pretty much got Mascherano, Lampard, Vertonghen, and I didn't end up getting these two. But the players are going for so cheap that it is really well worth doing this method. It really does work, and I can't emphasize enough how much it has helped me. It really does help, and yeah, this is a really good method. If you have enjoyed this, guys, please leave a like and subscribe. That would be really appreciated. Remember, subscribing is just one click of a button, and it is free. Same with liking. It would be really appreciated if you could go do that. Try this method out and tell me what you think in the comments. Constructive criticism is always welcomed. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.